Hello, everyone, and welcome to something totally new. That's right, we are not playing the second part of The Room 2. We're going to put that on the back burner for now because I heard this evening on r slash the Witness subreddit about this game for the first time. Now, I absolutely loved The Witness. I played The Witness for, oh man, that was hours, and it was amazing. And I might go back to The Witness at some point in the future to 100% it, because I never totally 100%ed it. But you know what, like, if you go onto the YouTube channel, I only have half of my Witness playthrough because half of it is lost forever to the Twitch annals of history, the Twitch archives, I suppose. But we're here, we're playing a new game, Taiji. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. This is totally blind. Let's go. Right, the only thing we've done, so we've been launched straight into here. We have a little particle trail on here and a little ghostly mouse suggesting that we can click around. If we click on the button, we illuminate it. We're getting prompted to hit space. And WASD is now moving us around. Okay, that's a button that can be activated. And moving around gets our mouse to stick to us a little bit. Okay, first puzzle of the game. So we can turn them on. Ah, right, yes, okay. Environmental puzzler, perhaps. Hey, Darkflow, how's it going? I'm going to go ahead and assume that that needs to be mirroring this here. But maybe I have to press this button. We are on the first puzzle of the game. And I can already tell I think I'm gonna enjoy it a little bit. Oh, right. Okay, now I can't get out of the circle. You press the button to activate. Wow, this game is not messing around. Right, okay. Oh my god, I can't get stuck on the first puzzle. I cannot get stuck on the first puzzle. That would be too much. So I cannot activate that unless I'm on the switch. I pressed space. It prompted me to press space before. Yeah, okay, right. So maybe I need to stand on this. We activate this and we press space. Yeah, okay. Right, space locks in your puzzle decisions, I guess. That's my phone vibrating away. Put that over there. What is that? Is that a tab? I'm not sure what that prompt was. Nah, it's probably not important. Oh, we don't quite... it doesn't quite line up entirely to be able to go over the path. So I tweeted out that I was going to have a go at playing this one, and I got a retweet from the developer. It's like the first time I've ever been retweeted by anyone important. Okay, so the black ones are negative space. Now, what do we have here? We've got a gate. Sure. Seems okay. It's the shift button. Oh, and that lets you run. Okay, shift to run. Sounds absolutely brilliant. So this is this a one-man band development studio? That is not active. That is not active. Maybe this one over here. Okay, that shift is going to be real handy, actually. Let's try this one here. Seems like a good shout. Now, I don't see a prompt. Ah, probably just that one. Yeah, but you got to decide on what you're going to do with the holes, right? Because it can't be that. Oh. Be like that, right? Okay, cool. So the holes, you have to create the negative space as just being the opposite of what is being surrounded. Here, this is going to be a little bit different because it's surrounded by both black and white. So that's kind of fine and unambiguous. That's sort of fine and unambiguous. Okay. So that worked. So maybe if it's bordered by 2, it can be either? Unfortunately, I didn't actually go ahead, so I didn't actually see if that did anything for me. Do you know what I was saying on I can't remember if it was on stream or if it was on one of the recordings the other week, because I was playing something else that was, I think it was Tunic actually, which was also basically a one person venture. Like, people talk about the golden age of indie video games being like Fairs and Limbo and sort of back then, but I think we're living in it right now. Like, the number of single or tiny team games that are coming out that are just so good, the quality of them is so good. You know, it's like, I wish it was like this when I was younger, but I mean, I do still get to enjoy it being older anyway. So these are locked in, so you got to decide which one you want on which. Well, that's the only one with white there, so we'll lock that one in. That can only be that one. So we've used this one, we've used this one. So that one's wild, that could be anything. This one has to be a hole. So it can't be that one. Okay. Yeah! We are doing okay for now. I can't believe I almost got stuck on the first puzzle. Okay, what do we have? We have a wheel. Got a little bit of numbers up here. We've got a tree. Doesn't look like there's much we can do to interact with that straight away. Let's go to the left first. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and make a presumption that wheel is like a hub that we're going to be coming back and forth to occasionally, which is great because that would be just like The Witness, right? How after the initial section, you have it totally up to you whether you want to do the reflections one first, or the trees, or the Tetris blocks, or whatever. And possibly even extras for you to enjoy. Oh, is that the map? Yeah, okay. Map. Cool. Let's see. Do you combine them? No. Okay. We'll come back to that one later. So yeah, so with the Witness... Oh, and incidentally, you know, spoiler warnings throughout this entire stream for the Witness if you're watching this later on YouTube. So on the Witness, which areas did you tackle first? Because I think certainly, although you can do it theoretically in any order, some orders are definitely easier than others. Let's have a look. So here. Now this we sort of know how to do, right? Yeah, that can be left as it is. Oh, that's a no. Ah, no. If it's surrounded by holes, it's not that it needs to be a hole itself. Maybe it's which one it's surrounded by most. Right. So this hole here, it's got 2 blacks and 1 white. This got 2 blacks, 1 white. So it is majority rule on there. That's good to know. Symmetry. Do you know what? I tackled symmetry first as well. Yeah. So we've got a house that we can enter. I do like the music. This is very vibey. It's a very kind of cozy atmosphere. I like it. It's got to be something to do with the wine bottles, right? Like that's a 4x3 grid, which is exactly the same as that if you turn it on its side. So maybe something like that. Here, there, and that one. Sweet. I don't know what it did. It looks like it did something. Oh, we've also got smashed windows here as well. That would be the smashed windows. Okay. That's great. Okay, so what do I need? It's all of them lit up except those two, that one, and those two. Is this going to be a notebook style game? Those two, and then the bottom left corner, bottom right corner, something like that, I think it was. And then this one. Unclear. R. Oh, R for reset. Okay. So we've got a puzzle on the floor there. This isn't actually even the main house either. You would recommend keeping a notebook. Well, thankfully, so I do have my trusty Miro board up in the background, ready to have notes put into it. But we will keep that for later if we can. Okay, so we've got a fire which does not seem... So that's not on, but I don't seem to be able to interact with that, obviously. We'll go upstairs in a second. We've got a juggler Who's got balls, maybe... Oh, that's weird, because that one's sort of in the middle, isn't it? Maybe like that? No. And it's not that one either. Maybe not that, then. Oh, we've got 3 dots there, but those are far too close to be 1, 2, 3. And we've got pearls here, we've got 1 star here. Okay. Yeah, so this is something different. Okay. Well, I mean, the colours are inverted, but... It's not that one. I mean, the dots feel important in this room. I mean, it's worth a try, right? But I don't think that's the idea. So we've got a Mondrian there. Is this like a binomial distribution? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, which would mean it's lines rather than dots. So maybe something like down, up, up, down, down, up. Okay, that opens up some rooms for us. So I'm assuming these puzzles are going to be similar in nature there. Incidentally, love the recommendation, right? I can already tell this is a game that I'm going to really, really enjoy playing. I can already tell. This is... You were 100% on the money when you said this was a Witness-like. I'm going to play a lot of this game. Okay, so we've got the cards. The cards are shifted to the left, so it's more like we've got 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, but no, because then that's only 6, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's not an obvious one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, well, no, because again, if it's lines, you'd have 3, 4, 5, 6. So it could be lines again. So down, up, down, up, down, up. No dice this time. Okay, something to percolate. This house is really big. This house is really, really big. I thought this was going to be like a small add-on to the wine cellar that we'd already kind of looked at. But actually, no, this is way, way bigger. And do these stairs... Oh no, those stairs do at least go to the same place as the other stairs. We're going to come back to this house later. I want to kind of get an initial exploration of some of the areas first, fill out our map, and just get a bit of a sense of what's around. So I think that has to stay black. But because that's black, these two have to be white. Then this one. Here we go. This is more like it. This is puzzles that we know how to solve. Right? So those have to be white because these two are black. But these have to be black. Yeah, okay, great, great, great. Here, those two will need to be white. Those will need to be black. Excellent. And then that should be a simple one. Great. I'm not sure what that area unlocks for us, but it's going to be all... Oh, wow. Large block non-square ones. Never solved them on my own. Don't really know how they work. Well, now I do. Ah, fair. Okay, are we looping back to where we were? Okay, we've got a little mine here. What's up here? Ah, okay, right. So that needs to be dark. That can be either. That needs to be white. No. Okay, why does that need to be white? I thought we'd established earlier that if it was only adjacent to one white and one black, it could be either colour. Maybe that's not the case. Well, I mean, obviously it's not the case. Right. That one has to be black. Well, we can fill out those, that's fine. That one has to be black. That one has to be white. This one, therefore, maybe has to be black? Because this one... Or is it like hereditability of the adjacent empty... Sorry, just banging my microphone there. Hereditability of the adjacent empty square? No, that's not it. Right, so... That has to be black, that has to be white. This one, in theory, could be either, but it's next to also a white gap, which probably means it should be black. Maybe. This one could be either, but it's also against... Right, so it probably needs to be white. Yeah, okay. Right. So the gaps inherit... The gaps inherit the colour that they get from their adjacency. So this middle gap is not only black here, it actually becomes black for the purpose of the adjacent gap that we then look at. So then when we look at this button here, it's as if it has two blacks and a white next to it. Oof, okay. What have we got here? This is a great example of an open world puzzler, though. Like games that you can do the puzzles in any order, knowledge gated games are absolutely my favourite. Like I've played a lot of puzzle games like you know, the Talos Principle and things like that. Oh wow, something totally different. There's only two buttons available, so right, okay. Yeah, I've played a lot of games like Yeah, what was the one I played recently? Not Sensorium. The one that's a bit like Sensorium, Manifold Garden. And that's very much a traditionally gated game, right? You must do one puzzle and then you do the next puzzle and then the next and so on and so on. And there's nothing wrong with that. I just much prefer the ability to get stuck on something, go to a different area and just think about it for a bit. Oh, interesting. So now these are... Hang on. So that was fine. I mean, in fairness, I was just putting random... I was just doing random stuff there. Like, okay, that's not okay. Right. It feels like you've got to make a path between the two of them. Fine. Well, do you know what? These have to stay black. So we will just make a black path between the two of them, which by not filling any in. Right, okay. So this is very much like the... It's very similar to a witness puzzle. I'm trying to think which one it is. Is it like a little bit like the stars? So we've got a white path. Oh, what? We've got a... So those are stuck together. Those need to stay black. Wait, hang on, wait. How would that work? So you need a black path between those two, but you also need a white path between these two. That doesn't work. And you can't swap those. Ah, okay. Oh, I like it. I like it. Okay, so those have got to stay black. There we go. Oh, love it. Love it. Yep. Go with that one. Then we've got... That's got to stay black. Those have got to be white. But they cannot actually touch each other, right? Or does that matter? No, that does matter. They have to be separated from each other. So that one has to be black. Which means if these two are stuck being white and this one has to be black, then it needs to go to this one, which is also stuck being black. So how can those cross? No, 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 no. That's not going to work. That's not going to work. Oh, obviously, yeah. Got it, got it, got it. Right. Go there, that one's black, and then you make that one also white. Excellent. Okay. Oh man, this is almost like a degenerate case, like a proper theoretical version. Something like that would probably work. And then here, we're probably wanting to do something really similar, but not quite like that, because that's not gonna exactly work. Okay, this one. Right, do you know what? I need to macro up I need to macro up my snipping tool, clearly. But maybe I will get that sorted for... Oh, what is that? Something for ants. Okay. How big is that going to make my pen? Alright. So... this one here has to either link to there or there. This one here has to either link to there or there. That could go round that way. So that could be white, that could be black, that's... no, because that can't be black and that be black. So that's no good. I think going around the edge here probably makes the most sense. And then if that one's black, so if that's white and that's black and then that's white, that can be black. Yeah, that'll work. Should do if you do this bit as well. Okay, great. There's like a raft that I can't quite stand on. Can't quite interact with it from here. I see there's also a lot of different colours of exclamation mark, because there were orange ones towards the entrance. Right, okay. Yeah, sure. Got it. This, again, very similar. Very similar. So, presumably, those are allowed to be the same colour. And then... oh, hang on. No, maybe it'd have to be that one. Because then that's... no. No, that doesn't work. I think I can sort of sense what this is going to try and get me to do here. So we could put... I mean, in fairness, we could put that as black there. And then have... Really scrabbling for it now. Okay, back to the drawing board. So, I have a feeling that we need to find a way to get the ambient music going in the background whilst I'm looking at this, screen. But it feels like you sort of want to do a grouping with that one and that one. Feels sort of correct. That group there does make a nice set. The problem is, you know, if you're gonna make like a set of white, you then cannot have it touching another white set, which would mean that that was black, so that must be black. But then how are you going to get these in? That is a really, really good idea, actually. That's a really good idea. Okay, let's... yeah. Brilliant. Okay. I feel like I'm on the right lines here. What I should do is, given that the main game is just ambient vibes anyway in terms of the music, I can just turn the in-game music off and we'll just have the OST playing in the background. No, it's not. That's not going to be it. That's not going to be it. Maybe I'm barking up the wrong tree with this one. But it feels like... So, whereas before, when we had one colour, you are just trying to make, you know, twos. You're just trying to pair them up. Now it feels like you're trying to pair them up, but you must pair them up through another colour, which means that you're sort of pairing them up that way instead. Which is fine. So I think that's got to be it. It's these white ones here that are causing me the problem. Because this one... stuck between three. Okay. Let's get rid of that. Let's assume that these two are linked for now. What would that imply? It would imply that these two must be linked through here. Well, that means that these yellow ones must be linked, and I need to get a purple from somewhere. The only way to get a purple would be to either go through this yellow one or go through this yellow one, which now means I've got too much. So I don't think it can be that direction. Okay, conversely, let's assume that it's these two that are linked. That means we're linking up here. Again, we need another yellow one. We can grab a yellow one here. So that could make a set. But then if that's white and that's black, that means we would need a white set. Yeah, so if that's white and that's black, that means we would need a white set covering these. But then we've ended up with something that needs to be adjacent to both white and black. So that can't work either. Unless there's part of the rule that I'm just not surmising correctly. I mean, bear in mind, I haven't actually experimented with trying out options yet at all anyway, but if it's these two that are linked, then that could link. Yeah, again though, we've got the same problem where what colour does this end up if that's white and that's black? So, but the only final option being that we link this way, which we could, probably not that way, because that means that these two then have to link. So these two probably link that way, at least like that. Okay. I think we're going to need to. I think we're going to need to experiment with this. So, just very quickly, we'll turn the music down on the in-game, and then we'll just have the OST running in the background. So if I were to turn, I don't know, let's say those two, let's say those two white, and then black goes around here. No, but it's not flashing any particular colours, actually, which is interesting. Yeah, it's not giving you any hints on that one. Okay, I think I'm going to need to think about that one. I don't think my reasoning can be that far off. Oh, this is something totally different. Yeah, I don't think my reasoning can be that far off for this one. This is clearly like the gateway to get you to the next set of puzzles, which are probably also going to be exactly the same as this, but with multiple colours. So I want you to demonstrate that you can get the first one done. It feels like that's really close, but not. Hang on. What you sort of need is you just kind of need two white ones to just be able to be on their own. Like be surrounded by another colour entirely. Just something like that. Okay, putting things on their own, not it. That's really close. Oh, that's super duper close though. Well, it's maybe not that close because these need to. It's the yellow one. The yellow one's not right. And the purple one. The purple one also not correct. So maybe just not really that close at all, in fact. Okay, that is going firmly in the pile of think about it later. Okay, now, did we go up here already? Ah, okay, we did. There's a door which we can't open just yet. And there's a door down here that we can't open just yet either. So would you say that the Discord is horrendously spoilerific and I probably should not go there until I've actually beaten the game? Or would you say it's pretty okay? And also, is there a subreddit for this game? I haven't actually even looked yet. Mouse or M? Okay. So that takes us around the back of the house. There's a subreddit, but not very active. Ah, that's a shame. Mind you, it's a fairly new game, right? This came out in September 2022 or something, so it's less than a year old, if I recall correctly. Fair. So we've been here before and had a quick look at this area. So that's all good. And that kind of covers this bridge. Oh, that's great. So how did you find out about it? Because genuinely, this game totally just not on my radar at all. Ah, there's a shortcut you can unlock later. Genuinely hadn't heard of this game at all. Which I think is a real shame. Okay. Don't understand that puzzle clearly. How you came to find out about it is a strange story. Interesting. Weird. We've got a fire here. Quite a while back, you saw a video of someone talking about an account that talks about upcoming indie games. Oh, right. Oh, wow. So just, yeah, total... Well, not total random coincidence, but, like, fortuitous, let's say. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, yeah, genuinely, I wish I had the kind of traction to to let anyone know about this. What I might do is, yeah, I'll probably tell my friends about it, but that's probably going to be about as far as it goes. Are these like railway tracks? Ah. Can't match those up. Not sure what that one is trying to tell me. we've got some Tetris shapes down there. Oh, already walked into there. And here we go. We've got. But you said that that Jonathan Blow has played this one. Which, incidentally, I think is awesome. That yeah, just those two. Okay, okay. Maybe that's how you're supposed to make those work. Okay, cool, but like, what does that get me? Okay. Right, they don't like being touched. Oh, cool. That's nice. Okay, so the one blocks don't like being touched by other blocks. So you can't change that one. So... no... oh. Wait, hang on. No, those have to be... like that? No, wait. Oh, no, okay, I don't understand this at all, then. Sorry. The one blocks don't like being touched by another colour which is the same as them. So if those two have to be... but then that's not going to work, right? Huh? What? But those two are the same colour as each other? Okay. Don't get it. But you can't change the colour. Wait, hang on. Okay, don't fully understand that rule at all, but we'll go with it. How does one get Jonathan Blow, one of the most famous puzzle game designers, I'm going to say in history, like, you know, how does one get him to playtest your game? That's crazy. That's pull. That's pull. Okay, that has to be white. I guess we'll start like that. Okay. I don't get it. I genuinely do not get it. No. Wait a minute. It wouldn't be that easy, would it? Wouldn't be that easy. I mean, to be fair, I've never interacted with Jonathan Blow at all. Like, I mean, because I've heard of him, in my mind, that kind of makes him famous. I mean, he's probably a really nice, down-to-earth guy. I have no idea. Okay, so that's fine. That's not fine. Interesting. Oh, this one is fine, but now these two aren't. Well, I don't really need those two, yeah? Wait. No, because now it's... I think I'm getting closer to it. We can't change that one, right? So, if at most... Hey, there we go. Okay, we're getting closer to it. I'm not sure Still not sure I'm fully getting it, but we'll get there. Now we have a 2. Okay. Hang on. Where let me do R? Yeah, R for reset. So these are sort of doubly hard because you have to literally just kind of run the path that you need to run. Incidentally, I've not tried even saving this game yet. Oh, it's save and quit. Okay, that's fine. Cool. I just remembered. Oh yeah, right. Okay, so we are in fact like an hour into this new game. Haven't saved it at all. Cool. Great. Come back to this puzzle. We'll come back to that puzzle in a bit. Okay. No, hang on. Nice. So we're going to have to walk these paths. Yep, okay, I see it. Next one we can do, it has exactly the same answer, in fact. That's fine. This one. Kind of interesting, actually. Can I leave the platform and come back onto it? Kinda not, but okay. Right, they can touch each other. That's handy to know. They can touch each other. Maybe that's what I was missing with the 1 blocks. Okay. So what do we want to do here? Round this way. Let's have a little look here. Probably up this way somehow. Maybe we finish by going into there. We could do, yeah, something like that would work, I think. Great. This one similar, but now yeah, similar, not quite the same actually. have a look. Now, okay, we have to start here. This is where it becomes very witnessy, because if we have to start there, unless we're turning it white, which I don't think we can do because it has to be a contiguous path that we draw. Like, there's no way that you could make, like, say, that block there a 2, because it has to have a block next to it each way, unless you... No, not even if you finish on it, actually. So we're going to have to leave them as black. Which means we have to go round here to get past these two. So those are pretty set. That puts us as finishing there. But that's a little tricky, because we could go round here, but then we've got 2 paths that we need to do, so that doesn't really work. This is, of course, on the presumption that we... I'm pretty sure we're going to have to leave them as black. Because I don't think there's any way we could make a contiguous path and finish on them being white. That's just not going to work. Oh, shoot! Except, actually, no, there is a way you could make it work. No, not quite. There is a cheeky path, right, where you have these two, these two, these two, and these two do make a contiguous path that would work, except that doesn't include the starting square. So that wouldn't work. And there's no way that you could... Like, let's say you didn't want that square there, and you instead wanted to integrate it this way round. From this being the starting square, you can't go up and to the left at the same time, so that doesn't work. But we should bear in mind that in the future there may well be a contiguous path that actually answers the puzzle. But I don't think that can be possible in this case. So there's no way to get across the diagonal, pretty sure. So if there's no way to get across that diagonal to be able to get to that square or that square, because that... Okay, right. My mind is sort of going into all sorts of different places at the same time, right? This square here can't be one of the domino squares, right? Because it's either there or there, and it's either there, there, or there. So that one has to be one that you turn white. If that one's going to be one that you turn white, you have to be able to get to it, which means that one has to be white. Okay, if that one has to be white, then that one has to be white, because you can't do it by wandering over the domino. That one has to be white because there's no domino anywhere near it anyway. Ah, no, this is not going to work. Because if you have to start here, how are you going to do it? You get round to there. That's only 3 squares. That's not going to work at all. Okay, let's try some alternatives. Because, you know, maybe I'm overthinking it. Because if I go here... No. Let's try the cheeky path. No, okay. No, that's not it. No, it forces you to... No. That's not it. That's not it at all. Ooh. Right, yeah, and to get to the next area, we do need to solve this puzzle. Okay. But I think I've got a slightly better idea on how this one might be solved now, though. Yeah, because if we take a little screen grab of this one... Okay, got to start here. Each one wait, hang on. Each one must not be... Wait, what? Have I forgotten my own rule from before? From when I did this bridge? It's like the... I'm not sure. Okay. If I were to draw a contiguous path that did this, yeah, you'd finish with that path there. You'd probably start by doing something like this, something like this. Yeah. You'd probably do something like that if you wanted to draw it as a path. Okay, that did something. That did something, which is great. Love it. This one, however... Okay. Like... I feel like we understand the rule. We're just not there with the puzzle. Incidentally, great shout on just using the background OST, because genuinely I'm not even particularly noticing the fact that that the audio, that the music is not fully in sync with the game. I wonder if this is like, again, spoiler warning for the witness, a sort of Tetris block situation where you can pass the ownership through other blocks. I mean, that, what I've drawn there doesn't really help me right now, because then you've got like 2 terminator points, which not actually going to work, but just sort of hypothesizing. I mean, what could that mean? It could mean that you could potentially have a shape like that. Does that change anything for me? It does a little bit. If you could have a shape like that, because then we could just walk that path. Let's try it out. I'm not confident, but we will... I feel better about it than... Like, it feels more plausible than a lot of the other things we've tried recently. Sweet. I'll take that. I'll take that. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Next puzzle. I'm actually really pleased that that worked. Like, that was actually kind of mad. Okay. So you just need to worry about making the contiguous... You just got to make the contiguous shape. This one, I have a feeling that we found our cheeky path that we were talking about earlier. It's the cheeky path. Okay. Don't understand it, but we'll go with it. Right, what is this trying to tell me? What is this trying to tell me here? No, now all of those are wrong. Okay, right, we've got to go back to the basics here. We've got to go back to the basics. So, is that correct? It is not. That's correct. Is that correct? That's also correct. Fine. I don't fully get it. So they need to alternate, do they? Nope. So this one, I put these blues in a contiguous area. I put these blues in a contiguous area. The blues and the adjacent yellows do not want to be in the same area as each other. That's fine. Oh, and these don't want to be in the same area as each other either. But that's not it either. Do the blues need to be in the same area as each other? Same No, that's not going to work. That's all sorts of wrong. Now that the blues are now fine. The blues are now fine. There we go, right. I find it really hard to articulate the rule, but I think I'm just about getting it. It's to do with... Right. Okay. If it's next to other pipped squares, then it's okay to be in the same area. If it's a blank space, it must be different. No, because those are a blank space. But it must be different to the blank space, so probably like that. Okay, great. And now it's like, we're going to test your knowledge. Do you actually understand the puzzle? Okay. Well, do you know what we're going to do? We're definitely taking a screenshot of that one. We're going to move it over to the Miro board. So here we go. Screenshot there. Now, none of these... Oh, what's happened to our music? Okay, not sure why that stopped. None of these are adjacent to the same colour. This might follow very similar rules to the stars, but they don't want to be the same colour as each other, right? On the other examples we've seen, they didn't like it when they were the same colour as an adjacent one of a different colour. Which makes me think the answer's going to be something like that. Alright. Where to next? That's unclear. We've opened a gate, but it's a gate to nowhere. Okay, guess we've got to be answering this one then. So now we understand it. We understand it a lot better. So that's an option there, and that will get us onto that block. Haha, right. And now we move it the other way round. Got it, got it. 4? 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. How would 4 work? Something like that. But that's not then. Oh! There we go. Nice, 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 nice. Spoke too soon. How would this one work? A 4 and a 3. Well, 4 and 4 was okay as long as it was a different... Ah! There we go. A 4 and a 2. So the 4's going to need to do something like that. A 4 and a 1. A 4 and a 1. Wait a minute. A 4 and a 2, that's already about as far around as we can wrap that. Oh, so then we don't touch it at all. Yeah, got it, got it. Okay. And then this one here, we've got probably a 3 like that, a 2 like that. We already established that these can touch each other, so fairly happy. This may be a bit more of a complicated one, but I don't think it's beyond us. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now that gate opens that way. Okay. No, probably not that way. We got this corner up here. We'll take this corner down here. Ah, no. Ah, yeah, right. Okay, no, that doesn't quite work. It's going to need to be something like that, and then black like that, and then white like that. But that's... these two probably can't touch. Yeah. Okay, funky. So, these two need to be the same colour as each other, because they both need to be separate colours to this one. So we'll work on the basis that these two need to be the white ones. If these two are the white ones, that means that one has to be black. There's only 16 squares, so if that one's black, it must be connected to this one, which means this one's black as well. Fine. So far, so good. That makes me think it's probably something like that and that. Okay. Handy. Oh, and the right mouse button clicks it. Brilliant. Thanks for the tip. Okay. Those three have to be there. And those three have to stay black. That means these three have to be white, and those three have to be black. So these three have to be white, those three have to be black, these three have to be white. Interesting. Interesting. Now, theoretically, no, we're not going to go down that path. That has to be those. That needs to stand on its own, so that needs to be white. This needs to be black, and it needs to be those three, which means both of those need to be white. That does make sense. So that could be the 4 there. The 5 is going to need to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, probably, making that the 6. Interestingly enough, this might actually be one of the first puzzles that actually has 2 solutions. Because I think if you did that one, no, that wouldn't work. Ah, but that one would work. Yeah, okay. Great. Now, is this a new area, or is that a shortcut? I think this might be a new area, or... No. Okay, no. This leads back to... That opens up a shortcut. Kind of a shortcut. That's cool, great. Well, we're going to go deeper into this area, because I'm feeling reasonably good about this area. And I want to, you know... Now, this is something that we've not actually really established yet. What is this game's equivalent of a laser firing at a mountaintop, right? Because The Witness, you do an area, you get a laser firing at a mountaintop. Very clear, very clear indication that you've done it correctly. This is almost certainly going to end up symmetrical, but we will not assume that, because if you do make that symmetrical, that's definitely not going to work. That's not going to work real quick, actually. So you could do something like... Yeah. Do you know what? This makes me think that similar to this puzzle down here, how this was an intermediate solution. You had to solve the puzzle twice in 2 different ways. The fact that this kind of creates a path around this way, I don't know, it sort of makes me think that we need to get across first and then down and round and up. But I don't know. Let's cross that bridge when we get to it. Oh, we can't change these anyway. Oh, right then. Well... Oh, but they're the same colour. They're the same colour, so they can join together. That's no problem. No, right, okay, because that's a 5. Ugh! Wait, what? So the 5 has to stay... These have to stay black. One, two, three... Hang on. So if I wanted to go there... No, because that counts as contiguous things, so that's not going to work. Oh, hang on. Oh. No, got to be on the platform. Right, okay. So can I just sort of do that to get there? Okay, great. So then we have another one here. We now have white 5s. Everything's up for grabs, which is handy. Hang on, let's just make sure I'm not getting... Okay. So, something like that, except we'll turn it into a path. No, can't be done. Wait, hang on. 1, 2, Wait. So the 5s have to connect to each other. That means we need a path of 10. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we can... So we need to cut you down by the correct number. Something like that. Oh no. No. Wait, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's now the correct number here. There we go. Hey, we've got lanterns. And... hidden path? No, not hidden path. Oh, something's seen better days up there. Now we have hollow. Okay. Yeah, I thought so. So the hollow circles are take numbers away. This needs 4. though. Not sure. But I'm surprised that that's sort of taken me to a new area, because I thought we'd be going that way, or finding a way to get ourselves into that building. Oh, but actually, I see a blue pipe which actually hasn't been opened, or maybe I'm supposed to. Maybe I'm supposed to get there from here. Like, although there's no way to do that, so you're going to need to do that. So how are you going to get across it? We need the crossing to not... Yeah, so how are you going to get that 5? Well, you could do something like that, but then how are you going to join it up? How would you join that up? Because as soon as you join up that one, you now can't connect it. Don't know. Might be missing something there. Well, obviously I'm missing something, but so the circles take 2 away, do they? Because if we use this one, then that's a no. But then you do that, it's a correct. So that needs to be a 4, and this needs to be a 4, which leaves us with 1 square left over, which could be that one, couldn't it? So 6 minus 3. So 6 minus 3 would obviously be 3. But there again, we need to now get two squares left over, effectively. So that's no good. It's gotta be the 6 that the 3 interacts with, 100%. So our options are to put it there. Oh, yeah, there we go. That's it. So 6 minus 4 would just be 2. Now we've got 5 here. Oh, so that should work. Okay. And that should work. Great. So let's just put colours into this as well. Why not, right? Let's just throw more colours at it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we could, if we were feeling really bold, do something like that and see if it works. Similarly, what? No, hang on, wait. That's a 2 and that's a 2. So why did that not work? These are the same colour. Oh, but these aren't the same colour. Right, so the holes and the pips need to be the same colour as each other, is it? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, something like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now everything's the same colour as each other. But these are both forced to be on and these are forced to be off. So we cannot get yeah, that's not it. Something like that could be it, but isn't. Yeah, so those are forced to be black. Now 4 can't make it to the hole to put it down as a 3. So the 3s and the 1s need to go together. They are the same colours, so they can also make a single shape as well. So it's basically just a single shape of 4. But then, yeah, the best we could do would be something like that, right? But then that makes 5 on the 2 corners. So that's no good. So the 3 minus 1 is just 2. So that's fine if we want to make a block, a 2 by 2 block in the middle. We can't split these, yeah? You can't have a 3, take away 2, and then leave the other one as a 3. That's not going to work, because the 3 take away 2 is just going to make 1, and you've already used up too many spaces. And they have to be the same colour as each other. That really makes me think they have to be a 2 by 2 block in the middle. But they just certainly can't be, because these 4s are not gonna work like that. Oh, hang on. Have I looped back round? No, I just have a different. I just have a different puzzle here, do I? Wait, why did that not work? Oh, hang on, wait. Is it? No, that's right. We were trying to create groups of 2, weren't we? Do you know what? I can't actually remember what the hazard sign rules were that we established earlier. This is where keeping a notebook, you know, which isn't just half-baked notes, would be helpful. Is that it? That's it. Right. It's 2 in each block. Great. Where is that going to take us? So we need to do these puzzles to be able to get to the next thing, but do you know what? Hang on, wait. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. Oh! It's taking us to places. Where are we? Have we been in here? Yes, yes, yes. Right. We've looped back round to here. Oh, this is excellent. Cool. Because I was thinking about coming back to here at some point. But we also might be able to answer this. Maybe? That looks hard. That looks hard. But let's have a look at what's on the other floors. So we want 1 to be on its own. That needs to be a 3. Okay, for 1 to be on its own, we want it like that. No, okay, we're gonna fall down at the first hurdle there. That's not the one. Here. Oh, hang on, wait. That's it. Okay. So let's see if we can get the next one. So we need a 4. Now the different colours can't share. The different colours can't share. So yeah, okay, that's not gonna quite work there. No, that's too much. That's too much. That's too much. Stupid symmetrical puzzles. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So these can share. But what does that actually give us? Not much unless we do that. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, 8. Yeah! Alright, cool. Is that just a 7? That's just a 7, isn't it? That's just 7 pips. Okay. We could work with that. It's 16 on here. So, 16 squares total. No, that's 8. Oh, there we go. Right. No, they need to be different colours to each other. So, something like that, but not actually anything like that. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, get rid of that. That's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go. Next one then. These could be used together to make 6. So that'd be handy. This 3 though would be a problem. Well, no, we can make that black. That should do it. Right. So the colour can be inherited by different objects, can it? It's getting out there. We're getting out there, aren't we? Okay. I mean, that seems like a good solution to that one. Okay, we've got 4 here. Wait, no, because now we've got an odd number of things. So I think the pips we have to ignore again, yeah? Something like that. So the 5 is forced on, this 5 is forced off. Yeah, okay. Not quite gonna work. Yeah. Oh. These count. No, these count now, do they? Well, that's gonna have to. That's gonna have to be in. Actually, it doesn't have to be in this guy's area at all, does it? Because he could do something like that. And then this is forced to be off. It would actually be kind of handy for reasons for this guy having to be off to be like... This one feels like a good candidate to sketch over. So let's bring up our notebook again. So this one's forced to be on, this one's forced to be off. We have to have 3 areas on here at least. It would be very beneficial. Well, they kind of have to be next to each other, don't they? So let's assume we have 2 areas which are on. We could do something like that as one area. We could have that as the off area, which would leave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 if we turn that on. So that one needs to be off. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, no, that's not going to work because now these 2 areas are touching. And that's not going to work because now those are touching. And then that is forced to be off, so that doesn't work either. No. Sometimes you can just like perturb your solution slightly, and that makes it work, but not in that case. Okay. Okay, 16 boxes total, right? We need 2 times 5, which leaves us with a final area of 6. So that's something to bear in mind. Which doesn't leave us a huge amount of spare space in this puzzle, has to be said. Okay, what do we want to partner up this 5 with? The puzzle is symmetric, so presumably there's 2 solutions anyway. So if it's this one here or if it's that one there, it shouldn't actually affect the solution. If we partner up with this one, that means we're going to need... Yeah... well... We could do that. No, but what we would need is we need a border. Right? No, we don't need a border. We need the opposite of a border, in fact. Oh, I feel as it's getting later and later, my logic is just becoming more and more unhinged. This is already going to be a black area. This is a white area. It makes perfect sense, therefore, that they need to touch each other. So actually something like what I drew previously, where you try and get them together as quickly as possible, sort of makes sense. The problem is drawing the... Hang on, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, no, you've got to do at least that far. Right, so if that's white and that's black, you just have that one as black and draw that. Is that the answer? Oh man, okay, fair enough. On to the next one. So now we've got a 4 here and a 4 here. Let's assume that we're going to need to do something like that. It could also be that, right? But there's you really only have 2 options. This one probably needs to be symmetric but in the opposite colour. That means that sort of needs to be the opposite. Ugh. Wait, hang on. Can these be together? I'm assuming not. No. No, because different... Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, yeah, okay. Different coloured 4s compete with each other. So that's... So something like that, actually. Hey, there we go. Oh, so would that have called the lift earlier? I think I see. Right, that just opens the stairway. Understood, understood. But we did already have the lift. Hey, you know, that's okay. It's the journey that's the important part, right? So we were stuck on this puzzle. However, I think we've just sort of reaching the 2-hour mark there. So I think we're going to call it a day right here. So this recording is going to go up onto YouTube. That's youtube.com, that design feel gaming, which is my second channel. My main channel is all about like business and agile and UX and so on, and is incredibly unfun. But if you are interested in software development, go and check out the main channels where I do all of my serious content. But the second channel, the gaming channel, that's where this recording will go up, and that will go up on Friday. Really loving this game though. Definitely going to be playing more of this. Going to be playing more of it on stream. I stream here on Mondays, every Monday except for the third Monday of the month. So I will be back next Monday as the plan. Third Monday of the month. I always have other plans. But yeah, it's been great having you guys, and I hope you really enjoyed the game. And yeah, give me a follow, and I will tweet out when I'm going to be streaming online next, and hopefully see you in a week's time. Have a great evening. Catch you guys soon. Bye bye.